Hello and welcome back to the Mauldin High School Broadcast Network. We are getting ready here for kickoff for the 2021 season versus Spartanburg. Sorry for the delayed response right now. We got technical difficulties we're working with, so there might be some technical difficulties throughout the game. But we'll work with them, work through them. So we got Mauldin kicking off the Spartanburg to start off the game. So we're going to see. This looks like Aiden Haynes will be kicking off for Mauldin as he did last year. And there you go. Yeah. And back of the end zone. And they're going to call it out of bounds. That's going to be a free kick out of bounds. It's going to push them probably up to around the 35-yard line.
The Mauldin defense is supposed to be really strong this year with our 3-star and our 5-star recruit, Jaden and Deuce. Jaden and Deuce are definitely carrying our two players, Deuce being committed to UNC and Jaden being committed to Clemson. And tonight, they're finally going to get to show out first game this year. And yeah, it's definitely be a great game, and Mauldin's offensive line definitely needs to step up tonight so that they don't run up the score and don't put too much pressure on our 2-star players.
Jarrett Fulmer will be starting. You're going to hand off Drake Carter automatically right up the middle. He's going to be tackled after a 1-yard gain by number 24, Peyton Fisher.
As I said, defense is looking really good right off the start, and I mean, you can't ask for much more than that.
The backfield. Man, tipped away by Deuce Caldwell. That would have been the bad situation if Deuce would have not knocked that way. He was wide open on that slant route.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that Deuce and Jaden are definitely in this quarterback's head that he's not being able to perform very well right now. And just like that, Deuce already has a block.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for Spartanburg. Same formation, except he's got Carter on the right side of him this time. In shotgun once again. Comes in motion. Going to throw back. 4-man blitz from Mauldin. Throws low. Incomplete. Yeah, they're going to call it an incomplete pass. It was a low throw intended for Team Richardson. So that's going to bring up an automatic 4th down. Good first drive for the Mavs defense.
That just shows how powerful the Mauldin defense really is. Only had 3 plays, and they're already punting it off to get this Mauldin offense up and running.
We got number 4, Aaron Bowens. Back high snap, almost gets blocked. Aaron Bowens, ball's going to knock down around 38, move up and get around the 35-yard line is where it will go out. And Mauldin, 36 actually, where Mauldin will start their first drive of the season. And there's a flag all the way back to where and they are going to call a roughing the kicker. Wow. So take that all back. Now Spartanburg is going to continue their drive. That ball's going to move up 15 yards.
Yeah, hopefully we can come back and do exactly what we just did. Hopefully we can get a 3-play, and we're able to stop them 3 times again so we can get that punt right back there. And, I mean, that would have been a great position if we would have been able to keep that.
Now the ball at Mauldin's 48 as they get ready. Yeah, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Carter's on the left of Fulmer. Richardson comes in motion. Hand off to Carter. Gets a couple blocks. Breaks a tackle. Breaks a couple, actually. He's going to move up. He's stopped by about 5 Mauldin defenders after about a 6-yard gain.
Hopefully the Mauldin defense can hold off a little bit with Spartanburg getting close to field goal territory.
Same formation, Carter on the left side of Fulmer. Richardson comes in motion once again. Same exact play. Fulmer is knocked back and tackled for a loss. Mauldin Mavs defense showing up. Caden Jeter gets the stop, sophomore. One of few sophomores on this team. Same formation once again. Takes shotgun snap, looks in across the middle. Playing Fisher brings the pressure. Deuce Caldwell shakes him. He throws it out. Has a man. It's Richardson caught. Steps out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So first down. And a pretty good throw by Fulmer right there.
Spartanburg is now over by the 30-yard line, and they are now in field goal territory. Hopefully we can hold them off and make them go for the field goal. That would be best case scenario.
One thing, Spartanburg does have one of the best kickers in the county, John Love, excuse me. Handoff up to middle. It's going to be this time number 27. Hard hit by Deuce Caldwell. That's going to be number 27, Jason Davenport, who had a pretty good game last week against Gaffney. It's the backup to a great starting runner back, but will probably be playing in college, but doesn't have any offers as of yet.
That was a great play by Deuce Caldwell. Really gave their running back a little taste of what's going to be happening all game, and maybe let them get a little scared, and it'll be easier to defend.
All right, so second down and about 6. Hand off to Carter. You're going to go up the middle. Stopped by, again, like 3 Mauldin players.
Man, I'm surprised they keep on going for this up the middle run. It hasn't worked for them once today. Yeah. They've gotten rocked or they've just gotten pushed right back from where they started every single time they've tried it.
They do. It is the backup quarterback, so that is going to mean something. And Drake Carter is a very powerful runner. He uses his power more than his speed, even though he is a pretty fast guy. Yeah. Two receivers both sides. Carter on his left. Palmer still in the shotgun. Deuce Caldwell blitz on the right side. It's going to be a 5-man blitz. Goes across the middle, over the head of number 15, Andrew Dayton, who had a great game last week with around 3 receptions for 66 yards.
The Mauldin Mavericks defense is definitely starting to show up again. And it's looking right now, the Mauldin defense is looking very strong. And hopefully we can see that throughout the night, and hopefully that continues.
All right, so fourth down. John Love will be coming out. It's going to be around a 42-yard field goal. They got to put Deuce back. Never mind, he is coming up now. He is still back around the 8-9 line. And he keeps striding up a little bit. He's around 11 now. Snaps up, almost blocked. That kick is no good. Far right, had the leg, but did not have the accuracy. So Mauldin will now be starting their first drive at their own 20.
And today, Emery Watson will be our starting quarterback. The battle has been going on all summer and for the past couple of weeks. And Emery Watson came out at the top, mostly because of the Mauldin O-line.
They got David right in right now. They told us Emery would be, but David is in right now. They did tell us Emery would be starting, but David is in right now, so we'll get the start to David. He's got 2 to the left. Looks like Kelvin Johnson's in the backfield with him. Snap, play fake to Kelvin. It's got Jaden Lukes. He's on the outside. Jaden trips and falls. He had green grass in front of him. He's a very quick guy. Could have picked up something with that. Down at 22, though. Will be something you will see a lot. Jaden Lucas and Deuce Caldwell both playing both sides of the ball. Something they are very good athletes, not just at their positions. Overall. Cheers got 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Kelvin on the left side. And a flag comes in on the far side. It's going to be a false start. Not sure on who, but only one ref through the play. So that's going to move us back to the 17-yard line. Be around a second and about 13. All right. This time he's got 1 to the right, 3 to the left. Kelvin Johnson is on his left. David Shear rolls out to the right, picks up a block. He's going to take off and run now. And he gets tackled right back at the line of scrimmage. No, he's going to get tackled right back at the line of scrimmage. That is something that Emory Watson is a lot better at than David Shear is the scrambling and throwing on the run. Anything comes in with the running, Emory is a lot better than David at.
Yeah, definitely.
Nothing against David, but he's more of a pocket passer.
But I definitely think later on in the game, since this O-line is not looking good right off the bat with the first play, I definitely think that they're
David's going to go deep. Caldwell overthrew him. Well, that's actually not Jaden. That's Caldwell. My fault. It's Jaden Lucas. He was hit down, but his ball was uncatchable, so it's not going to be a pass interference call. Oh, yeah, that is true. Scoreboard is not working, so there's no play clock, no game clock, no nothing. So refs are keeping the clock, so there are probably going to be some times where the clock will be messed up. Aiden Haynes will be coming off and kicking the ball, or punting the ball, I should say. Low snap. He picks it up, gets the ball away. Pretty good punt. It's going to bounce up at 43. Going to keep it a little roll. And that's going to be another flag once again back, and it's once again going to be a rough in the punter. So Mauldin's going to get the ball right back, just like Spartanburg did. Now this. Mauldin offense should be coming back on.
Hopefully our O-line can step it up a little bit. As we saw in those first couple of plays, the O-line is not looking great at the beginning of this game. Hopefully we can step it up throughout the game. Because right now we definitely have a very, very solid defense, and we have two solid quarterbacks. And we have solid receivers. We have solid everything except O-line. Hopefully our O-line can step it up tonight, and we can pull out this one.
Both teams are still talking over on the sideline right now. Not sure exactly what's going on. I'm sure one team called a timeout, but. So ball's going to be at 33. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mauldin offense comes back out. Deuce and Jaden are both in. Jaden Brown's on the far bottom side of your screen. Aaron Bowens, another defensive player, is all the way at the top of your screen. Jaden in the slot. Deuce in the backfield with Kelvin Johnson. Snap's going to be a handoff to Deuce Caldwell. He's going to get up the middle a little bit, get about 4 yards on the carry.
Deuce Caldwell just made a great decision. When he saw that tackle coming, he just went straight at it, and he got the extra 2 yards, where if he would have tried to juke it out and still gotten tackled, he would have been right where he was. That was a great play.
There's one thing about Deuce. He is quick, but he's much stronger than he is fast. Another snap, another handoff to Deuce. Deuce, this time they stopped that run. He fights forward for about another 2 yards. But still not a lot.
Deuce still did a great job right there. I mean, he was able to still power through the 2 tackles, but once the 3rd, 4th, and the 5th came, he just fell apart and was on the ground.
39-yard line, 3rd down and about 5. Trying for the hard count right now. Cheryl looks back at that line. 2 receivers on each side. Kelvin Johnson's to the right of Shear. Snap Shear. He's going to look down to the bottom of the field. He's going to go deep to Jaden Lucas. Goes right through the hands of Jaden Lucas. He's trying to make a diving catch. Second time we've gone deep. Second time it's been slightly overthrown.
That was a great attempt by Jaden Lucas. Jaden Lucas with the dive. It was just on his fingertips. Couldn't get his whole hand around it, and he was not able to complete the pass. But a few inches shorter, and that would have been a great pass and easily a catch and possibly a touchdown.
All right, so now 4th down. 39s we're going to be kicking it off from. Again, Aiden Haynes will be kicking off, or punting off, excuse me. There is, just as a reminder, if you didn't hear, there is no scoreboard, so time is not working right now. We have no scoreboard, no time, no play clock. All we know right now is the score is still 0-0. So, Haynes back to punt. Good snap this time. Kicks away. It's more of a line drive kick. It's going to let it bounce. Going to get a little bit of a sideways roll. And we will down it around Spartanburg's 26. Yes. All right, Palmer back out now. 2 receivers on both sides. Drake Carter on his left side. Toss to Drake Carter. He's going to get a couple blocks. Deuce Caldwell is there. He gets away from Deuce Caldwell. Will be tackled from behind by number 23, Bray Peterson.
Our defense still looking great. I mean, you can't ask for much more. They're reading Spartanburg like a book, and they're going straight at it. And I don't think they've missed a tackle yet.
No, they haven't really broken a single tackle. They've gotten away from some, but they haven't really broken a tackle. Richardson comes in motion, handoff right up the middle to Drake Carter. He's going to use that speed he's got, go straight up the middle, pick up around 15, 16 yards. Tackled all the way at Spartanburg's 47-yard line. That was a great blocking by Spartanburg's offensive line and some of their receivers as well.
The score is still 0-0.
Handoff right up the middle, Drake Carter. He gets a pretty hard hit right there by number 21, Ryan Jellick. So now the ball's at midfield. 2nd down and about 7.
Hopefully, again, we can keep the Spartanburg team from getting to field goal territory. Last time we let them get in, and thankfully they were not able to get the field goal. It was incomplete.
2nd down to 7. Palmer's once again, he's got 2 receivers to each side, and Carter is on his left. Richardson once again comes in motion. He's going to go behind. Fake. They're going to run a little triple option. He's going to pitch out to Richardson. Deuce Caldwell misses the tackle and comes back and gets about 4 Mauldin players all stop them back right at the line of scrimmage.
That was not a good pass from the quarterback. I mean,
no. They tried to run a little triple option.
No,
it was a good read, but
they just got really lucky because that was a side catch. If there was somebody right next to him, he was out.
Yeah, if Deuce would have been if he would have taken one more step before he got that off, that would have easily been knocked away. It would have been a big hit and fumble or fumble. Screen out to the right now. Carter gets a block, gets a couple blocks, and is now tackled up there.
And Spartanburg is entering the field goal territory. Again, as I was saying, I mean, you can't really pass a blindside pass like that when you have Deuce Caldwell following you. And honestly, if Deuce Caldwell was any closer, Spartanburg player definitely would have been on the ground.
Straight to the left, wants to run up right up the middle. This time, the ball is handed off to number 27, once again, Jasmine Davenport. There's one thing Spartanburg did do a lot of last week against Gaffney was using both their running backs. Obviously, Carter was used a little bit more, but they did use Davenport a good amount. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Davenport on his left. Richardson goes in motion across the middle. Hand off to Davenport. Davenport gets through a little hole and rolls across some players down to the 26.
We are starting to have a little bit of a rough time with that straight down the middle run.
Yeah.
They've gotten through, I think, 3 or 4 times, and they've been getting some pretty good runs out of it, around 10 yards. And we definitely just need to step it up on that and just start stopping that and make them do something else, and hopefully we'll be able to still stop them.
I think you jinxed us, Peter. As soon as you said they were doing bad on that, they started doing good. Davenport on the left, 2 receivers to each side. Shotgun's going to look to pass. Page comes off the left side. He has to throw. Are they going to call it intercept? That ball was very close to the ground. They are going to call an interception. It is intercepted by number 11, Fred Pearson. His first varsity game, his first varsity pick.
That was a great play. He was able to barely stay off the ground, and he was able to catch it. I mean, honestly, from up here, it looks like he was down on the ground catching that ball. But it was a great play. He was still able to intercept it, and he was barely off the ground, and we got an interception. And hopefully we can get it back a little bit because we are not in good territory to turn it over right now.
All right. Foul ball at the Mauldin's own 8. One thing we should also mention about that, Nathan Goss came right off the left side and made Fulmer roll out, and then Fulmer was not looking very good, and he threw a very bad pass, and he got hit as he threw it too. So, two receivers each side. Shear still the quarterback. Shear fakes, throws out Jaden Lukes. Jaden Lukes breaks one tackle, gets up field, tackled around the 13-yard line. Hand off, and that ball goes absolutely nowhere. All the way back at the 10.
Looks like they might have tried a little bit of
That was Kelvin
fake
Johnson
there with with David Scherer running like he had the ball in his hands, but it did not fool Spartanburg one bit. Spartanburg read it, and they had 5 guys.
Now coming off the field. I'm guessing it's going to be the end of the first quarter. I have no clue, but this seems about it's been 12 minutes or close to it. So I'm going to guess it's the end of the first quarter. We have no clue.
It's called while walking off his helmet off. I'm definitely guessing it's end of first quarter. It could be a timeout. It will be the end of the first quarter with the score being ball is on or around the 10-yard line still for the Mauldin Mavs. Is it second or third down? Third. It will be third down once we come back, and hopefully we can start to do something. Our O-line can start to step it up a little bit. They're still looking a little bit rough, but we're definitely – I've seen some improvements since the beginning of the game. They're definitely getting a little bit more comfortable, and that's a great thing. That will be the end of the first quarter with them switching sides of the field. And we will be starting the second quarter very shortly with the score being 0 Spartanburg, 0 Mauldin.
Just so y'all know, our camera has 1 minute of battery left. So if it goes out, it's going to be because of the battery. We're going to try to get something else going. I don't know how soon that's going to be, but we'll try. Here in the backfield, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Looks back over to the sideline. Oh, look, Aaron Bowens all the way down to the 37.
That will be a great catch. If he wouldn't have fumbled a little bit, it would have been – if he would not have fumbled a little bit there when he caught it, he could have definitely gotten the breakaway into a touchdown. There was nobody on him, and he was David Scherer was able to see that. And it was a
quick handoff, Kelvin Johnson. He's going to the sideline, cuts back up to the middle, carries the man up around to the 47.
That was a great couple of yards gained. The Mauldin Mavs are definitely looking a lot better on offense. The offensive line is looking a lot better than when they were in the beginning of the game. And it's a great thing to see so that we can finally start to get some yards and get down the field.
There's to the left, 1 to the right. Johnson's on the left. Pitch out to Johnson. Johnson's got a couple blockers, makes a move back inside, gets rounds to the 45-yard line.
And we are about 3 yards from the first down. The Mauldin Mavs are definitely doing an amazing job at finally starting to get down the field and getting the little yardage rather than going for the big yards with the long passes.
Two receivers on both sides. Handoff up the middle. Kelvin Johnson once again. He gets the first down.
That was a great play with the dive into the middle, and he was barely able to get the football over the yard line. That will be another first down for Mauldin at the 42. Very, very close to field goal territory, which is a good sign, so we can maybe just barely get a little bit of points.
Two to the right, one to the left. We do have a very good kicker, just like Spartanburg, Aiden Haynes. It is a fantastic kicker.
I'd say better than the Spartanburg kicker.
Another pass out to Aaron Bowens. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. They're going to say the 31. So that's another.
Big gain, a couple yards for the Mauldin Mavs with probably an average of 8 yards per catch. We are far into field goal territory now. Definitely will be able to get a field goal, if not a touchdown.
Aaron Bowles has 2 catches for. Low snap. Kelvin's going to pick it up. He's going to try to run by himself. He's going to get a couple blockers. He's going to get about 2 yards. Turned a very bad play into something positive, actually. So good job by Johnson there.
That was an amazing job. I mean, you can't ask for a worse snap. Well, not that it was a bad snap. Just
it was kind of a bad snap.
It was low, but I mean, you can't ask for much worse. And fumbled the ball, went back. You were about 8 yards back, and you're still able to get it up and run about 10 yards and gain 2 yards on the play.
Handoff up the middle to Kelvin Johnson. He fumbles. It bounced. Deuce looks like he picked. Yeah, Deuce got the ball.
We will be right where we started. We'll be right where we started now at the 32-yard line, and it will be 3rd down. So we have about one more attempt before we will most likely be going for the field goal.
Just his east side, Shears looking to his left, going to throw across the middle, over the head of Deuce Caldwell. He got hit. There comes the flag. And Deuce is going to do a little bit of trash talking there, as Deuce does. That is something if you didn't know last year, Deuce does a lot of trash talking when he is on the field.
That is a great thing right there. I mean, 4th down, we got the pass interference, and we are at is it the 22 now? 21?
22, I guess. I don't know. Well, it's gonna be 15 yards, so it's gonna be around. I might be further into the 15 because it doesn't go in.
17 then. On 17.
Oh, they did call targeting. Okay. Well, difference between targeting in college, NFL, and high school. High school, you're not going to get ejected. You will get a unnecessary roughness, but you will not be getting kicked out of the game like you would in college or the NFL.
And we are at the 17-yard line.
2 receivers each side, high snap, fake. David Shears going to take off up the move, and still will get slammed down by number 20.
David Shear definitely should have just kept on going. He tried to do a little juke there, and he really juked right in front of the defensive player.
David was a little bit slow to get up there. He's walking fine now. He was a little bit slow.
I mean, it still gained 2 yards. Can't be mad about that. But and we are now at the 14, which is great if we need to go for a field goal.
All right, so as Peter said, we are at the 14. 2 receivers to each side. Shears takes another, and there comes a flag. It's going to be a false start on Mauldin. But Fred Pearson is going to come off now. Deuce Caldwell is going to sub in for him. But it's going to bring us back 5 yards down to the 19. That's going to be around a second and about 16. No, that's not even that far. Wow. Wait, no, that's going to be around
And we
second and
will
13.
be at about 3rd and 13 here at the 19-yard line, which is not a great look for Mauldin, but we are close enough to where we could get the field goal very easily.
First to the left, one to the right. Fake off to Kelvin Johnson. David Shear's going to run out. He's going to get a couple blocks. Looking, he's got Kelvin Johnson on an out route. Perfect throw. That ball's going to be caught right at the first down marker. See if they give us the first down. Looks like they're going to mark it right at it. That should be a first down.
It might have been a little bit short.
Nope, they are going to. It was caught a little bit short, actually. Wait, are they going to bring the chains out? They are going to bring the chains out right now.
But
it's something you rarely see in high school football, is bringing the chains out.
But either way, that was a great play. David Shear saw that he had 4 guys headhunting him right there. And not headhunting, but he had 4 guys coming right at him. And he realized the wide open man right to his right, threw it right over. And it will be a first down for the Mauldin Mavericks. It will be 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So, this is probably the best drive I've seen from Mauldin in a long time.
Our O-line is definitely starting to show up a lot better than in the past plays.
He's going to hand up straight up the middle. That goes absolutely nowhere. Swarm of Spartanburg players were there. J.D. Lawson was the main guy. That's going to knock the ball back around to the 8-yard line. Second to go from the 8.
And that will be a loss of about 2 or 3 yards for the Mauldin Mavericks. It will be 2nd and 8.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. He's called on Kelvin Johnson, both sides. He's going to look to the outside. David Shear is now going to take off. And he's going to be pushed. He's getting pushed forward by a couple of Mauldin linemen. That's going to be around a 3rd and about 3, so it's still going to be 3rd and goal.
In a great position. Hopefully we can get these 3 yards real quick. That was a great play by David Shear. He saw everybody was coming around him. And he saw the wide open middle, and he took it, and he was able to gain about 5-6 yards.
All right. Same formation. Once again, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Both Deuce on the left, Kelvin on the right of Shear. High snap, going to throw across the middle. That is 100% a pass interference. That's going to be a pass interference. It's actually going to be a holding on Spartanburg, but that's still going to move the ball up after this to the goal. So it's going to be around a 1.5 yard line and an automatic first down.
And that was we got very lucky there with that Spartanburg player. I mean, he fumbled it up and he had a lob into his hands and he still missed it, which is a great, great scene for Mauldin.
They're going to wave the flag off, actually. They said the ball was tipped, and then they grabbed him. But still, so now it's going to be a 4th down to go from the 3.
You also don't see that a lot, taking back calls.
No, that is
football. That is a rare, rare sight.
Look, Mauldin's kicking team will be coming on out. Aiden Haynes. It's going to be about a 20-yard field goal, which Aiden Haynes should be good as long as he.
Hopefully we can put up the first points on the board tonight, making it 3-0 Mauldin.
Yeah, but 20-yard field goal for Aiden Haynes. He's a little to the right. He's on the right hash mark. Kicks, almost blocked. Oh, they did. They tipped it to the left of it. It's going to be blocked. And once another missed field goal, from one for both teams now. Still 0-0.
The score will still remain 0-0, and that is rough to watch. I mean, Aiden Haynes is such a dominant kicker for the Mauldin Mavericks. And with that miss, I mean,
that is something you're not going to see a lot. Unless the kick is blocked, Aiden Haynes is usually automatic from there. So now one positive thing. Spartanburg is going to have the ball at their own 3-yard line.
This is a great spot for the Mauldin defense. If the Mauldin defense can come out like they did at the very beginning of the game, I mean, we should have them right about at the 10-yard line. Hopefully we can get a touchdown out of that. We just need to be able to block this straight up the middle run that Spartanburg loves to do.
We're coming back out. I did make a mistake there. The ball was blocked, so that means the ball will be marked at the 20. And right now, Raheem Jeter will be coming out. He is a big recruit amongst many colleges. He's in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to each side, and flag will come first. And that will be a false start on Spartanburg.
That's a great thing for Mauldin again. I mean, putting them even farther back was a 15-yard line.
Yeah, it should be.
I mean, as long as Mauldin can keep it up and our 2 dominant players, Jaden Lucas and Deuce Caldwell, can keep it up and make those tackles, we should be at a very good position on this field, and we should easily be able to get a touchdown.
All right, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Carter on his left. He's going to hand off to Carter. Carter's going to break a couple of tackles, and number 20, Josh Page, will bring up the tackle after about a 7-yard gain. Just so you know, Raheem Jeter is a 2023 quarterback, 3-star recruit. Offers include Auburn, Charlotte, Georgia, Kentucky, Memphis, Missouri, Virginia Tech, West Virginia, and South Carolina. And also, we didn't mention this, but Garrett Fulmer is committed to go play baseball at the Citadel. Hand off up Drake Carter. Drake Carter's going to make a couple man miss, but he's going to be tackled right back. They're going to mark him back about a yard. So now it's going to be about a 3rd and about 8.
Number 2, Drake Carter. Number 33, Casey Jeter.
So 3rd down from the 23. Now, got a wide open man and tackled all the way at the 45. Quay Moore.
And they will be able to get the first down, the long first down also, with it being 2nd and 15. And on 3rd down, they were able to get to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, yeah, around the 44, 45, right in the middle. Once again, coming in motion. Hands off this time. Carter. Carter makes a couple men miss. Aaron Bones comes up, tackles him from behind, but that is still a 14-yard gain.
That is one thing we really need to start doing better of. I mean, at the beginning of the game, we were doing a great job of keeping them from getting through and the middle, and now we're falling apart, and we are not able to do as well with the blocking in the middle.
Two receivers to each side. Drake Carter on the left side of Raheem Jeter. Once again, another man comes in motion. Hand off to Carter once again. Carter gets away from 2 and will eventually be tackled.
And there will be a flag thrown on the play.
Tyreek McKinney was there to get the tackle. And they're going to call a holding against Spartanburg. But one thing I've noticed, as soon as Raheem Jeter came in, the whole Spartanburg offense was automatically better. The offensive line was blocking better. Receivers were looking better. Drake Carter, he's looked fantastic the whole game, but he's been getting a lot better now. It's just something that shows how much of a leader he is and why he has offers as a sophomore from big schools like Georgia and South Carolina.
And they definitely feel comfortable with him out there, and it is not good for the Mavericks. I mean, they're able to get straight through, and if they're not getting straight through, they've been looking for a little bit of an outlet and get about a 10-yard pass and a couple more yards with the run.
2 receivers to each side. Drake Carter on the left side of Raheem Jeter. Once again, another man comes in motion. Hands off this time. Carter. Carter gets away from 2 and will eventually be tackled. And they're going to call a holding against Spartanburg. But one thing I've noticed, as soon as Raheem Jeter came in, the whole Spartanburg offense was automatically better. The offensive line was blocking better. Receivers were looking better. Drake Carter, he's looked fantastic the whole game, but he's been getting a lot better now. It's just something that shows how much of a leader he is and why he has offers as a sophomore from big schools like Georgia and South Carolina. And
was going to say that.
2 receivers to each side. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle. He's going to get a cup. He's going to get all the way down near the original line of scrimmage. Jasmine Davenport once again.
Again, that is our weakness right now, the run right down the middle.
Molly going to make a big shift in defense. Handoff up the middle of Davenport. Once again, Davenport gets a couple blocks and will be tackled about a yard short of the first down. So it's going to be about 3rd and about 2.
And hopefully we'll be able to push them back a little bit to make them go for a pretty long field goal.
This is in the field goal range right now. They're close to it because their kicker is very good. But
oh, yeah, I was thinking they were at 45. They're at 35 right now. And
score is still 0-0, by the way, for people wondering. Scoreboard is not working. Oh, we didn't. Yes. Well, Carter's going to take off, and he's going to get all the way up to around the 27.
Again, at this point, we just need to be expecting that. I mean, that is the run they have been making all game. They've had probably 2 or 3 plays where they've ran a pass or a run on the outside, but every other play
it's going to be a first down for
them. They've been able to get from the 15-yard line all the way over to the 27 with that play.
Now Raheem G is going to take off. He's got a man still behind him. He's going to tackle by Deuce Caldwell about a 7-yard. Once again, running that little triple option that they've been doing from the shotgun.
They will be at the 21-yard line, well in field goal range. And if they can't get a touchdown right here, they will definitely be in great territory to get a field goal.
Second down at about 3. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Carter in the backfield. And a timeout's called by Mauldin. So that is going to be a 30-second timeout.
A bug just flew in my mouth.
For more information on how to join, check out the district web table at the Upper Concourse or look up Mauldin High School Athletic District on Facebook.
The Mauldin Mavericks defense is looking like it's falling apart a little bit here with them not being able to guard that run. They're not able to block that run or keep that run from getting through. They were doing a great job at doing that in the first 3 plays. They were able to do 3 plays, and they were right at a punt. But they have not been able to they've not been able to block that run since then.
Check out the table tonight.
So ball is at the 20, second down and 3 from Mauldin's 20. Comes in motion once again. Hand off to Carter. He's going to get up the middle. He's going to break a few tackles and finally tackled by about 3 Mauldin players around the 17 or 18-yard line.
Better than previous blocks, but it still was not great. I mean, they're still able to gain a couple yards, and it's not a great sight for the Mauldin defense, especially with just great players like Jaden Lucas and Deuce Caldwell.
Snap's going to be Carter once again. Carter's going to break another tackle and be tackled about after a gain of a yard.
That was another great stop by Mauldin. Hopefully we continue to do this and make them go for punts or field goals.
So there's going to be a timeout by Spartanburg. So again, we don't have a clock. So they're having 2 timeouts in the past minute. So I'm guessing we're probably getting close to the end of the first half. Again, we don't have a clock. There's no play clock, no game clock, no score, even though we know the score is 0-0. But
this has been a very action-filled game with the teams going back and forth and back and forth. And it's just nobody has been able. We've had 2 attempts at field goals, 1 from each team, and they have both been incomplete. And we're getting so close with the Mauldin at one point being at the 3rd-yard line. And
3-yard line, not 3rd-yard line.
Huh?
3-yard line, not 3rd-yard line.
The 3-yard line, and I mean, we just cannot get past our defense with letting them run straight through the defensive line almost every single play.
One thing we should also mention, the student section right now, we are at 100% capacity at Mauldin.
Yeah,
And the student section is 100% filled.
And
Everyone is standing, and we have been making noise on it. I don't know how well the mics are picking this up, but they are extremely loud.
the entire stadium's filled.
That is true. All of our
Very full.
stadium
I
is
mean,
filled right now, other than the marching band side, but they will be back at.
Now coming in, there's a lot of people standing all at the top.
Receivers to both sides. Jeter gonna drop back. Look to throw. Pressure from Deuce Caldwell. He's gonna dump it out to Carter. Carter breaks the tackle. Caldwell's right there. They're gonna stop him at about the 7-yard line. That's gonna be a 4th down. And there goes the timeout. It is gonna be by Spartanburg. That's gonna be their final of the half. They'll see if they're gonna try. I don't know how much time's left, so we wouldn't know if they're gonna try to go for it. Because if there's a lot of time left, it would make sense to try to go for it. If there's not a lot of time left, it makes sense to just go ahead and kick field goal. But we don't know, so.
Yeah, but I mean, that was a little bit rough to watch. I mean, he broke 3 tackles that were right at the legs, and we were just not able to hold on. We were diving at him, and we were just not able to hold on. And we could have easily kept them with no gaining yards, or we could have had them losing yards. At halftime, we should take this out, no video, and charge a little bit.
All right. Spartanburg's coming out in a field goal formation. John Love kicking from the right hash mark. It's going to be out a 24-yarder, 24, 25, or 23, 24, 23. John Love's a great kicker. A lot of noise coming from the student section of Mauldin. Snap, perfect snap. Ball's kicked and kicked plenty. And kicked plenty good. That's going to be the first points of the game. Spartanburg takes the lead 3-0.
And
probably close to halftime. Again, no clue how close, but.
Very close to halftime. Mauldin will have much time coming into the third quarter very soon. And I mean, there's not much we can do. Really, the only things we can do are go for long passes. If we don't do just a great job on our return, maybe we can get all the way down and get a touchdown. Best case scenario, make it 7-3.
Mauldin return team going to come out. We got Aaron Bowens and Jaden Lucas will be back deep to return. One thing, we were expecting a dogfight. That's what Deuce said. If you have watched a hype video before this game, it's on Mauldin's Football's YouTube page. If you haven't watched it, go watch it at halftime. You'll take a break from us. Go watch that. Old friend Kevin DeSilva has been making all the videos, but Deuce said in that video, it's got to be a dogfight to the very end. And it's right now he's right. 3-0, almost halftime.
Spartanburg will be kicking it off to Mauldin close to the end of the second quarter.
Very different kickoff formation. They got like 4 guys in a box on both sides, and they got 2 guys on the far ends. Very different from Mauldin's.
Definitely not the normal straight line.
Kick away. That's going to be caught yard deep into the end zone. He dropped it, actually, but it's not going to matter if the ball goes in the end zone. In high school, the ball is going to be a touchback, and Mauldin's going to bring it out at the 20. Again, there's no clue how much time we got left, but all we know is there's...
Yeah, we only know that there's a very short time with the amount of timeouts that Spartanburg was calling a couple of minutes ago.
So Mauldin is going to come out and have David Shear take a knee. Snap, David Shear drops back about 3 yards, and then goes ahead and takes the knee. And it goes Mauldin and Spartanburg both going to the locker rooms at halftime. Score 3-0. Spartanburg up off that field goal.
And honestly, if I'm Mauldin's coach, I'd probably put in Emery because the amount of opportunities that we've had to run straight through their O-line, they come from the outside and they're leaving it wide open. David Scherer, nothing against him, but his strong suit is definitely not running.
Yeah, David Scherer has had about 3 or 4 times he's had to scramble out of the pocket.
And I mean, he's been doing okay, but he's definitely not making the best decisions on his runs. And he's running right into defenders when he could be gaining another couple of yards, which Emery Watson is definitely better at. And as I said, if Mauldin is smart, they go into the locker room, they talk about this run that Spartanburg has been killing them off of with the straight through the middle run. And if we could just stop that, we'd pretty much be stopping the entire Spartanburg offense because that is the only pit play that they have been able to do successfully tonight.
So we're going to take a quick break for halftime. Marching band and cheerleaders will be forming, but we'll take a quick break, come back. Again, there's no time, so we're not going to have a good estimate on what time we're going to be back, but we'll see what time we come back. Stay with us.
Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Lynn Bob, French and World Language Teacher, Secondary Rookie Teacher of the Year for Greenville County Schools. Finally, Operations Staff Member of the Year, Mr. Derek Dearman, Plant Manager for Mauldin High School and Greenville County Schools Operational Employee of the Year.
Let it go for as long. I mean, it's already been like that. It's been for the whole second.
We wish you and your families a great school year.